Hi guys, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the video number 580. My name is Ajay Parmar and you're watching your channel youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar, right? So guys, in this video today I'm going to take up one of my subscribers' email, and he appeared for the Excel interview and he was asked this question which he forwarded me, and then I'm going to now show that exercise to you, and we will be having the two solutions for this one question. One is using the Vlookup match and the second is using the index, right? And this is going to be the part number one. In the part number two I will be talking about the same exercise but with different solutions. So let us go and start doing. So this is the email I received from Vikas Garg. Dear Ajay, I'm going to prepare myself and making my career in Excel VBA, and it was past one day I found your website. Well, I think you are telling me, Vikas, that you found my YouTube channel, right? Because my website does not have any video, though I have a website. And looking videos continuously and learning from that. This is the best training and the learning curriculum I have ever found. Thank you so much, Vikas. A big thumbs up to you. Everybody who is watching this video, it's my request. If you really like the channel, if you don't like it, no problem. But if you really like it, if you think that the videos are very helpful, please go and share the channel, right? Anyways, thank you so much for this wonderful email. I'm also sharing this website and explore with my friends who are in the same field of Excel VBA. All the videos are very helpful and easily understandable. Please do that. Please share. I really need your support. Everybody's support, I need it, right? So he has a query and he has given me this, the image, guys. I'm not gonna waste your time. Let me just quickly show you. This is the image basically, right, which he has given me. I'll show you the preview. So this is what he has been asked in the interview. You have the names, you have the date, and this is your data. And they said that you need to pull out the these values from this data. So if you have a Jan 1st and if you have an item A, then the item A in the Jan 1, the number which was given to it, let's say we call it sales, the number of sales happened 68, so we need the 68, right? So guys, let's go and talk about this. Okay, let me take you to this exercise. I have written the entire data here. This is what he has sent out me, right? Now I have changed the numbers, but that's okay. Now you need to understand, first of all, guys, now I want to tell this with full honesty to everybody. You may like it, you may not like it, but this is actually I would say a very basic thing, right? This is a very basic thing, guys. If you call yourself as somebody who knows Excel pretty well, then this is something you can expect in your interviews. This is a very simple thing, okay? If you know the Vlookup and the match, this exercise is very easy. So please go through my playlist Excel VBA Access interview series as well. You'll find there a lot of stuff on the interview questions that's gonna help you out from the future perspective, right? Now understand the question. The question says that you have the names here and you have the dates over here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we have the dates here and the numbers are coming here. Now they say that we want to find out the number of the sales done for this name in the on 1st of January, right? So on 1st of January, if I look at the A item, it shows 33, so the answer should come here as 33, right? Now let's say if I have a B, if you have a C, if you have a D, if you have a E, right? Then when you have the B here, what is the sale done by B on the date 2nd of January? It is 12, so I want the 12 here, right? The moment I change this to A, for example, then what should happen? What is the sale done by the A person on the date 2nd of January? It is 12, isn't it? It is again 12, I mean. So let's say if I change this to 66, then your answer should come here as 66. Right? This is how it is. So let's go and see that how we can do that. Now you see, the first thing which you need to understand here is they have actually divided the data a little bit. They have tweaked the data a little bit to make this look little difficult, but it is very easy. Now you understand one thing. If you go and you need suppose let's talk about this. You need the value for the A. Now when you need the value for the A, that means you need a function which can look up the item A. Now, how many functions you have which can look up the things? You have the index, you have the match, you have the Vlookup, you have the lookup function. These are the few functions which look up the things. Match, you can't use it because match, when you use it, is used to find out the position, right? But here we are not finding the position. We want to actually find out the A, not the A position. So you have a choice, Vlookup or index, right? I will not talk about the lookup function here. There is a lookup function as well, right? When you start typing here lookup, I may talk about this in some another video. Now, so the point is, guys, I will say that Vlookup, please pick up this A. Okay, in this table, go in this table and start looking A. Now, once the Vlookup finds the A, Vlookup will stop here. Now you have to tell that which column you want to go, because when the Vlookup finds A, you go to 33, 66, 13, 433 or 65, where you want to go. Well, I want to go where the first Jan actually is located. Now the first Jan is located here. So how are you going to tell the Vlookup? Obviously by telling the column number. Now if you guys select this table, you know that this is the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column, sixth column, right? So you would tell that you have to go to the second column, and wherever you have found the A item, just on the very same row, go to the second column, and then 33 will be pick up. If you say that I want to find the B for the 2nd of Jan, then first Vlookup will find in this table, the B. Where is the B? So the B is found here, for example. Now, if you find the B, then these are all the number of the rows, different cells. Which one we want to target? We want to target 2nd of Jan. That means which is on the third column. First, second, and third. So if you can make all these things dynamic, guys, wonderful. Then you can change A, B, C, D, E, F to anything, or you can change the dates as well. You will get your answer. So let us go and talk about this. So first, the thing I will go and write is Vlookup. I look up my A, right? Because I want to look up the A item in this table. This is how we write the Vlookup, comma. What is the column number you want if, let's say, the Vlookup finds this A? Well, because this is the 1st January, I want the number of the sales done for the 1st January. So in this table, if I go, 1st January is on the 2nd column. So I go and write the 2nd column. And then, do you need the, approximate match or exact match? I need the exact match. So I just go and write here false. You can also write 0. One and the same thing, guys. You got it? 33, isn't it? But the problem is with this particular thing is that if I go and make this 2nd of January, guys, okay, let's say I go and make this 2nd January. Now when you make this 2nd January, your answer will never change. Why? Because 2nd January is on the 3rd column. It is not on the 2nd column. So you have to go here and again change this to 3. Now what the hell is that? Am I here to do the manual work? Of course not. I'm an Excel expert. You are an Excel expert. You don't like to do the manual things. So let's go and do everything on the auto mode, right? So now what I'm going to do, let me quickly undo it. Now guys, the problem is with this too. This has to come by default. I mean, this has to come out on the auto mode depending what you write here in the, date column. So I go and say that match, this is how we write the match function. Match, you look up this 1st of January in this table. This is the table you select. This is my table now. Remember, match never uses more than one row if the table is horizontal. So you have to be careful here, right? Now, what is the last parameter? You need the less than match, exact match, greater than match. I need the exact match. So just close that formula, right? Now guys, this function, what it does, it is going to tell you the position of this 1st January in this table. In other words, it is going to tell you the column number. If I just go and press F9, can you see that? F9 will take you to the calculation mode. It will calculate, and this is what I'm going to get from this formula too. I pressed F9. Let me undo it, okay? Now once I'm done with that, I have got my answer. Now you go and change this to any date. I'll tell you, see this. I'm going to change this to 5th of January. Can you see that? Wow. The answer is coming. Now again, I go and change this to 3rd of January. Fantastic, right? And if you just go and write here F, Look at this. You have your F for the date of the 3rd January 77. This is what we wanted to do it, right? Let me quickly show you. If you still have some problem in understanding it, let's go to the formula and let's just click on the evaluate formula. This is how I do the postmortem of the formulas, right? Now look at this underline item E13. When I click on the evaluate, what is in the E13? E13 has a number called F. That means VLOOKUP is going to look up this F in the D2 to I8 table, this entire table. But before it start looking the F, we will have the match. Match is going to pick up the D13. What you have written in the D13? In the D13, I have written here 43103. Now what the heck is this 43103? Well guys, this is a date actually. I hope you know that dates are stored as numbers. So this is the number. If you do not know that, no problem. Go to my channel and find out the playlist there on the Excel, the date and the time function. So you have here 43103 and the match is gonna look up this 43103 for you where in this D2 to I2 column. Okay, in D2 to I2 column, match will start its search from here and then here and then here. The moment it finds the 3rd of January, it will stop, but it will give you a number, the position. So you know the 3rd of January in this table, this one, right, is on the 4th position, is on the 4th column, and that's it. Now the VLOOKUP is going to find out the F. Wherever it finds the F, it will go to the 4th column. So VLOOKUP finds F here, you know that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how the formula actually works, right? Now finally what we will do is we will simply go and close everything. So I'm just going to put the dollar signs here, right? Now when I drag this formula down, I don't want this E13 to, well actually I want this E13 to change to E14, E15 and so on, because you have all these values going in the downward direction. So let's not do anything. Okay, what about this table? This is my VLOOKUP table D2 to I8. Let me quickly freeze this table so that the table should not move at all. Let's go to the D13. What we have in the D13? D13 is the 3rd January, and then when you drag it, it should be this cell, this cell, this cell. So again, I will not change that because Excel rule says that if you drag the formula in the downward direction, the row numbers starts incrementing, and that is what we need. But however, this D2 to I2, let's completely freeze this table, because if you move this function down, the table will start moving like this, and we do not need that, because then your dates will not be found and you will have the error. So I have done my job, guys. I go and drag the formula, and there we go. We have got the answer, right? Now if I go and say this A, can you see that the answer is coming, isn't it? Is it correct? So for the 3rd of the January, we have 13, yes. And then for the 2nd of January, what we have? 66, great. And then for the 3rd, it is 13. For the 4th and the 5th January, we have this date coming here, right? If you go and write here B, and B, can you see that we are getting the correct answer? We got the 7, we got the 12, we got the 7, 4, 3, 6. Every item is coming according to the date, right? And if you just go and change the dates as well, so we can do the testing, guys. Why not? So let's say this is your 1st of January, 3rd of January, and I go and just change the date here. Can you see that? So guys, this is how you can use this function. I just go and remove the equals to, and this is my formula. This is how you can prepare this formula. Okay, so this is your VLOOKUP with the match function. Wonderful. Okay, let's go and talk about now another thing, which is my index function. The same thing we want to do using the index function. Okay, now guys, index function, well, I'm not here to talk about the basics of index. You can go and check the Excel index, the playlist. But what I'm trying to do here is that I'll quickly go and give you a kind of little idea about the index. Now index basically again is a lookup function, but it works on the row and the column combinations. We will be talking about the array, row number, column number. We will not be talking about the second index, right? Array means your table. Now the idea is, because index works with the row and the column number, so you can first go and find out the row number of the A. Let's say in this table, if you say that in this table, go and find out the row number of the A using match, the row number would come here as 2, right? So once you have the row number 2, the next thing which you want to do is you want to find out the column number of the 1st January, which is the second column number, right? So wherever these points are going to intersect, that is the value you're going to actually pick up. This is how the index works. So this row and this column, they meet here, and this is what we need. Okay, so what we can do, you simply go and write the index. Now to make this simple, what I can do, I can go and select this table. Let's do it in a style. Let's give it a name manager. So I'm going to give it a name called, let's say, Ajay. Okay, I go and press enter. Once you press enter, come back here, click here and see that if the name manager is created, this is how you can refer your Ajay to this entire table. Now when you go and say Ajay, you know, in Excel that will be treated as D22I8. This is the name manager thing, right? Many of you I'm sure must be knowing it. So this, I'm just going to write here index, okay, and then instead of selecting this table, I just go and write here Ajay, okay, and then the row number. So what is the row number? Well, you need to find out the value which is here in the E13. So you go and write the match function and you say that I want to find out the E13 in this table. You can also give you know, so let's do one thing, because I want to find out all these names. I'm going to create a second table as well. So what I will give this name name to this table, I will give it a name called let's say item data, okay, and press enter. Great, select this as well because this is also we need, and this is I'm going to write date table. Now press enter, right? Before you start writing the formula, make sure they are coming here. So I select the date table, it takes me to the right table, you can see, and if I select the item data, this takes me to the right table. Wonderful, this is what we need now, okay? So now I go and write index. What is my table? My table is Ajay, okay, and the row number. So to find out the row number of my lookup, you know, this item A, I select this E13 and I go in this table. Now guys, when I select this table, you see it automatically shows me the item data, right? So whether you select the table or you just, if you remember the name, obviously you should remember because that is why you're writing, isn't it? So you go in this item data and you find out the row number, okay? Now your function will look up this value in this table, and as you know, match always returns the position. So if I start finding out the A in this table, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 rows we have. So the 7 out of the 7 rows, where is my A? It's on the second row. So remember, this is going to return me 2. And then the column number I needed, the column numbers are moving from left to right. That means your table will be horizontal this time. You look up this, you know, this value, whatever the date we have in the D13, and then you just go and, you know, start typing the data table. This is the name you have given, you know, to your that table, the horizontal table, and in that I am looking again for the exact match, and that's it. So I have got my row number parameter. When I click here, I have got my row column number parameter. Let's go and press enter, and we got the 33. Is it correct? Let's quickly go and check. Yes, it is correct. 1st of January. Okay, I'm gonna change this to B. The answer should now come as 55. Wonderful. I'm gonna change this to C. The answer should come as 66. Perfect. I'm going to change this to 2nd of January. If I change this to, or maybe 4th of January, the answer should come here for the C. The 4th of January should give me 66. Again 66. So if I go and change this to, let's say, 8, you can see that the answer is working. That is how you write the index function. Now, since you have created these name managers, you don't have to freeze anything, right? That's the another beauty of the name managers, because you can put the dollar here, isn't it? So just go and drag this, and I hope this will work. And this is how, guys, the function is working, isn't it? Right? So I go and write here A and A just to cross check the things, and then I go and write here, let's say, the 1st of January, and then we have all the answer coming here. If I put everywhere Control C Control V, my answer should change and we have got the correct answer, right? If I go and change this to F, and then, you know, I go change this to you know, E and C, so you can see, guys, everything is working, it's coming correct. So for the F, what is my value for the 1st of January? It is 11, and then for E it is 43, and then for C it is 66, and then for A it is 33, isn't it? So that's how you can write your index function. So what we did, first of all, we targeted this value. We started finding it out where this item has hidden. We just gonna find it out, right? So we go and start our search from this cell, right? So this is your area where you're going to start the search from one city to the another city. The moment you find that, right, Then what are you gonna do? The moment you find out that, then you wanna find out its friend. The friend is in this area. So we now go and reverse the search. Earlier it was in the downward direction. Now we're gonna find out the another friend in the left to right direction, right? So again we started this in the different cities. We started our search, and then the moment we got it, is friend, we just gonna go here and pull out that the stuff which they have with them, right? So that is how, guys, you write your these index and the match functions. I just go and remove the equals to sign so that you can see here what we exactly have done. So this is your function, right? And then this was your function, right? In my next video, hopefully whenever I get the time, you will see that the same exercise was with different solutions. We are not going to use VLOOKUP and an index. I'm going to use something which you may not even imagine that function can also fit in there. I'm going to talk about the indirect and the offset in the next video. Alright guys, so thank you so much, and please do subscribe to the channel. You have to share this channel if you are fond of the channel videos here. If the channel is giving you good luck, if the channel is giving you a lot of learning, I request you to please share this channel with others as well. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.